Yeah, and after his 214th course win here at Perth, Gordon Elliott, what a staggering number of winners he's had here. He's got 8 runners here this afternoon as well, and he kicks off with this hot favourite Envy, who, as Alex says, was equipped with a tongue tie for the first time, given a positive ride when scoring under Keith Donoghue as an odds-on favourite at Ballinrobe last time, over 2 miles, 6 furlongs. That was in maiden hurdle company, and here he is down at the start. He's actually got a run in a handicap as well. Before that win at Ballinrobe in early February, he was in a handicap at Leopardstown. He was only beaten 10.5 lengths in a big field of handicap hurdlers in a valuable race as well, over 2 miles on yielding ground. It was goodish ground at Ballinrobe, and he won pretty handsomely there by 7 lengths ahead of Misty's Gift. There was a fair old gap back to the third on that occasion as well, so definitely the one to beat. Just confirming, good to soft here at Perth. They had plenty of rain over the last 24 hours, some of it this morning, some of it last night, little pockets of thunderstorms all around parts of Scotland on my journey up here today. The sun is just beginning to peek through, but it is quite an oppressive day in the grounds of Scone Palace Park. This opener, the Bet365 Novices Hurdle, over 2.5 miles. The start just on the corner there, the bend past the winning post, so 2 laps of the track ahead of them. As far as the opposition is concerned, Dennis O'Regan's on the second favourite, 515. Back into novice hurdle company after winning last time in a handicap, 515. Quite interesting, to be honest, because won quite well that day at Tipperary towards the end of last month, over 2 miles. That was only his 4th spin over hurdles as well, this gelding by Dylan Thomas, and he won fairly nicely and pulled well clear of the third as well. There was an improvement in form explanation at the good ground, and the drop in grade brought about that improved performance. So after that win on handicap debut, 515 is now back into a novice hurdle this afternoon. Plenty of Irish raiders in this race. Another one is number 6, Gort Hill, for Caroline McAlden. Gort Hill, believe it or not, despite having form in one bumper, 1 from 1 over fences and winning 2 of his 7 point-to-points. This is his hurdling debut here this afternoon. His most recent start came between the flags when winning a maiden hunter chase at Downpatrick by 4 lengths. That was over 3 miles, so he drops back by 4 furlongs for his debut over hurdles this afternoon. Looks as if we're almost set then. They'll be called in any second now. We're almost a minute past post time for a really good day's racing here in front of a big crowd for Perth Gold Cup Day, and I'm delighted to say the man that's calling the horses for us is our commentator, Malcolm Tomlinson.
Thank you, Gordon. Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, starters on the rostrum. Flag's gone up. The flag has been raised. The runners are being called forward towards the starting tape. 2 miles and 4 furlongs to negotiate for the Bet365 Novices Hurdle Race. Runners walking steadily back towards the starter, headed by Envy and Gort Hill. They're about 100 yards away from the starter at the moment, and just walking steadily back towards him. They'll negotiate 10 flights of hurdles. That's it. They're off. They're racing for the Bet365 Novices Hurdle and heading towards the first of 10. Envy is one of the first to begin. The black jacket with the mauve stripe and armlets out deep. And Gort Hill in the purple and pale blue corded jacket with a corded cap settles towards the inside of Envy. Right behind them is the grey horse Izzy Bell sitting to the inner as they go towards flight number 1. Jumping out wide was Dance Thief. Franz Joseph centre pack, the blue with the yellow crossbelts, yellow cap, nose banded. Followed through by the diamond jacket of Confelicity, the grey and red colours. Further towards the back, Ballymagee with the red cap, and the overall back marker in the yellow and green is 515 as they turn into the back stretch for the first time. Probably 8 lengths first to last as they head off towards flight number 2. Gort Hill towards the inner, a little bit deeper out Envy racing with ears pricked. These two in front by about a length. To Dance Thief, who jumped up well, the white face out wide, and then towards the inside, the grey horse Izzy Bell. They're followed by Franz Joseph. Little gap in behind that one to Confelicity, who's racing in company with Ballymagee. And the overall back marker, detached by 2 to 3 from the main body, is 515. They've left the backstretch behind them. They're turning right-handed, right in the top right-hand corner of the course, and going down towards flight number 3. Envy and Gort Hill, not much to choose between them as they arrive at the third. They rise and land together. Couple of lengths to the good. Over in third, Dance Thief, and then towards the inside, Confelicity. So not much change in the front 4 so far. Franz Joseph a little bit worse than centre pack from Ballymagee, and behind that one is Confelicity, and the back marker 515. On the turn then towards the home straight for the first time. 2 flights of hurdles await them down here before they'll set off on their final circuit. Next up is going to be flight number 4. Envie racing with ears pricked towards the near side. Out over on the far side is Gord Hill. Still not much to choose between the two as they travel down the home straight for the first time. There's a gap of maybe 2.5 to Dance Thief behind the pace in company with Izzy Bell. And that little group followed by Consul Felicity on the inside of Franz Joseph. Here's flight number 4 then. This will be the second last next time around. And it was just Gord Hill who was the first to rise and land as they took that flight of hurdles. A reminder towards the back for Izzy Bell as the leaders go down towards flight number 5. Gord Hill out deep, Envie to the near side. Gord Hill led by about 3 parts of a length as they took that flight of hurdles. Up towards as they come then, just over a circuit to go in the Bet365 novices hurdle. Gord Hill to the far side, Envie towards the near side. A neck between them. There's a gap of 10 lengths now to Dance Thief, followed by Izzy Bell and then Franz Joseph. Confelicity behind those from Ballymagee, and no move at all as yet from 515. Dennis O'Regan's still got that one anchored at the back and fully 15, maybe 20 off the leader as they head away from us past their point of departure. They've completed a circuit and the leaders are going down towards flight number 6. Gord Hill to the inside, Envie just a little bit deeper. They rise and land, a half length between them on landing. A gap of 12 to 15 now to Dance Thief, and then 515, who's now on the move, the yellow jacket, towards the inside rail. Reminders for Izzy Bell. Behind that one, Franz Joseph starting to struggle, so too Confelicity as the leaders turn into the back stretch and head down towards flight number 7. Gord Hill still travels okay to the inside. Out wide, Envie still on a tight rein. There's only a gap of 7 now to 515 as they negotiate that flight of hurdles. Dance Thief was next in the field. They're followed through by Franz Joseph and then Izzy Bell and Confelicity towards the back with Ballymagee. But racing towards the end of the back stretch, it's still Gord Hill leading by about a head to Envie racing second, turning right-handed then to go down towards flight number 8. This is 3 flights of hurdles from home. And no change up front, still Envie and Gord Hill locked together as they go towards the third last. They're at it now, jumping to the front, Envie. Kicks on suddenly by 3 to 4. Dance 515, I should say, is quick to cover the move in second place. Gord Hill now chased along. And behind that one is Dance Thief, who's trying to get closer as well. Into the straight they come. 2 flights to go in the Bet365 novices hurdle. Envie trying to press on here. 515 still travelling well in the slipstream of the leader. Dance Thieves kept going behind that. Then Gord Hill. They're clear of Franz Joseph. Down the straight they come. Still a bit of a run before they reach the second last flight. On the left is Envie. Right in the slipstream now is 515. Behind that one, Dance Thief with a white face still trying to close there, followed by Gord Hill. And they're clear of Franz Joseph and Ballymagee. Here's the second last flight of hurdles for Envie. Down towards it now, then jumps it well. Got away by a length and a half to 515, who's still trying to close in second. They're clear now of Dance Thief. Down towards the final flight. Envie tackled by 515, who's almost up signs. At it now, Envie led narrowly by a head to 515. They settle down to fight it out. Envie all out to hold on here. 515 scrapping away on the far side. Envie just getting the upper hand. Envie will go on to win. Gallant effort from 515 in second. They finish clear of Dance Thief. Behind that one is Gord Hill, then Franz Joseph and Ballymagee.
To the 214th winner at Perth for Gordon Elliott. And it's Envie that's your winner there for Sean Bowen and Gordon Elliott, the first of his 8 runners here this afternoon. And 515 made the hot favourite fight every inch of the way. Didn't 515 travel under Dennis O'Regan? Remember, this is the horse that won the handicap last time at Tipperary. Dropped out by Dennis O'Regan and joins them turning strongly for home, really on the bridle. Envie had to pull out all the stops here, meeting 515 on level terms as well in this novice hurdle, and they're well clear of Dance Thief, who was the early leader until the favourite took over about the halfway point. Dance Thief finishes in 3rd place. Gord Hill on hurdling debut, you can see they're just jumping that second last flight in the background, coming into the wings of the last. There's nothing between on the left and the yellow colours 515. This side is Envie, who, as I say, in the end, Sean Bowen has to get really serious. I don't know how much the horse is got much in reserve. I think plenty, because he's won with his ears pricked as well. He's won by an official margin of 1 1/4 lengths, Alex. But Envie, your winner of the opener, yet another winner here at Perth for Gordon Elliott.
Might not be the last time we're saying that before the afternoon closes. Tall Horse, who found plenty for pressure on V, and having finished second in the opener at Punchestown. Gordon Elliott's gone one better over at Perth. And